Told you I was gonna be back today. Kind of ran a little late. Still sleepy, to be honest. I'm like had a crazy night. Not really crazy night, but just a family night where we got something to eat from Subway. Everybody was just down in the kitchen talking about a few weeks from now. You know what I mean? Because e-bike mom, e-bike woman, they're getting new jobs and stuff like that. So financially, we're just talking about November, family vacation, Christmas, and possibly into next year with my oldest son fixing to be turning 18. So we're trying to get him a new car. So good, Eric. Good morning, everybody. Sebastian, Cocoa Biscuits, GR13. What's going on? Well, as y'all know, yesterday we was just actually finishing up this battery, which is right here. I'm gonna show you what I did off camera. I actually went ahead and put a charging port in. What's going on, Brentwood? What's going on? All right, all right. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, man. So that's gonna be epic, you know what I mean? But I got a discharge wire in, so this battery all is ready to be wrapped up, and we fixing to do another one. So yeah, so she was working down at DeSoto Corrections for for a couple months in the academy, which it was a long trip. So that way, good morning, Mike. What's up? Yeah, man. I'm trying to. I need me some coffee, but I usually do cappuccino. I like that just better than coffee sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then I get a coffee. You know what I mean? To drink. But I got me some Kool-Aid. Let me go ahead and get this table cleared off right quick because doing some heat shrink. I got some frames to be building up. Oh yeah, okay. Oh man, hey, I think eBay mom was talking about getting the espresso machine too, from Walmart. Also, once we get some money, we're gonna get us one of those. Damn, I forgot what you call it. No sense, but it's you put the jug on top, and then it's like a water dispenser or something. You know what I mean? But it's gonna have this cold, it's gonna have hot, and it's gonna have like where you can make coffee too. They think they sell it at Walmart for like $250. Yeah. So, anyways, so here's the battery that we're gonna be working on today. So this is the battery out of the Ahura FT01 e-bike. Customer has about 4 of these, but he got two that he wants me to make it smaller. So we're gonna be making it a lot smaller. So this is the on and off switch or a key switch right here that we are going to be disabling. And we're going to be keeping this though. So we got to keep this because he has another e-bike like the one I just built for him. Another battery to go inside his frame. So we're going to just keep that. And we're going to put that to the side right quick. So as you can see, that's the inside of it. So it has some silicone that's holding it in. So we're gonna try to get the bottom part off. I gotta get my darn screwdrivers right quick. What he said? Oh yeah. Hey, I'm a Red Bull too. My favorite Red Bull is the summer edition, which is relatively available down here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like almost every gas station is out of them. So my next one is the pink edition. Then the other one with the tropical. So I'm trying to stay away from Red Bull because I drink way too much. Maybe like one every blue moon. I'll probably go to the gas station, grab me a small can of that Red Bull. Oh yeah, dark pink. Yeah, the summer edition is the white peach. Yeah, that's the white peach one. I like the tropical punch. I like watermelon, the blueberries, the berry. Yeah, I like that. I like them all, but I prefer the summer edition, man. I think that's unless they come out with mango. They come up with that, I'll take that too. I guess don't need them no more. And throw those away. They're gonna be getting ready. So this is the discharge cable right down here. Oh yeah, man. The doctor's office slash closet. Oh yeah, man. Sorry to hear that too, Cocoa Biscuits. I know we had a good conversation today too, man. I think that's what gets me going, try to do those crazy speed runs on my e-bike, but I'm just going to tell you guys something. It's not about bumping, I'm going to do it. It's about that I've been riding my bike for so long that I built up confidence to go faster now. You know what I mean? So off camera, I've been riding my e-bike and I be going faster than that sometimes. But, I know that my frame is good. The tires are good. The power is good. I don't have to worry about holding the throttle at 90 miles an hour, figuring is my battery's going to blow, is my motor's going to go, is the control's going to go. And, oh yeah, JR13, you might need that Red Bull, man. If you working that long, yeah, you're going to need that for you to stay awake. So this is the discharge cable in the battery. And it just goes to about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, about 5. So about 5 little outside right here. Definitely not gonna need that no more. So we're gonna just mangoes team. Never heard of that before. All right, so we got some padding that we're gonna, I tried to see if I can fit a 72-volt battery in the case, and it just, they're using, so now the reason they're using 21. I do like Monster too. So the Monsters I get now, I will get the original one too. But if I do have to choose a Monster, they have a few I like. I know it's the ones, the Mango. They have it called a Punch or something like that. Tonic Punch. It's in a red can. But I just couldn't really sleep last night, man. So I've been really, let's see if I might be able to shoot it out this way. Once I get rid of the, once we get rid of some of the silicone that's holding it in place, then we probably can get it out. So that's what I was saying is about, they fit 21-700s in here, but to have decent, power, the nickel strips are very thin, so they made it really thin. The discharge, the nickel strips come over and fold over to the top, and that's where the discharge wire goes. Well, to make a 72-volt battery to handle more current, it's going to be way fatter than, can put in the case, you know what I mean? But yeah. Tastes like sweat. No, I'm gonna tell you one thing though that I do know about what Monster. What the hell's in here? Hold on, guys. Something left over from the manufacturer. I don't know what it was. A piece of, what the hell that is? Like a piece of aluminum. That one was in there in the silicone right there. Okay, I can't probably see that. But it's only a little bit of silicone holding it in place. So we're going to try to get that and see if we can try to bam that out. Now, how I did it, I had there it is. So it's going, almost cut me. There it is. So it's coming out. Tay02, what's going on? We're back at it again, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tear this battery down. And then we're going to convert it. It's still going to be 48 volts. What's going on, Mark? Man, shoot. Let me tell you something, man. Your best option is go ahead and get you another battery, man. I'm finna be stopping. I got 2 batteries down here that I'm fixing to rebuild. After that, I ain't doing no more rebuild, man, because there's a bunch of headaches. So you better off just go ahead and buy you a new battery. You know, no, I'm not adding capacity. I'm just reforming. I'm just going to reshape it. So I'm going to turn this battery into this. So this battery came out of here. It was just really long. You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap there. You know what? I work out in the afternoons. So I know. Yeah. So I just, so how I work out, right? So I let my kids ride the e-bikes around the house, chase them around the yard, play a little soccer. Then I do some curls and some push-ups. So 3:30 minutes was going on, brother. As you said, man, kind of sleepy still, but I'm gonna try to get this battery out so we can go ahead and take it apart and reconfigure it. I mean, because I went to bed very late last night. You know, so we was having like a family get together downstairs last night, and you know, the family was all getting together because, you know, I don't have a big family. This is all I have. You know what I mean? So I have my 3 kids. I have my son's mom downstairs, e-bike woman. And then I have the wife up in the bed. You know, we all, this is all of us right here. So we have to, as the 3 of us adults, we have to work together as a team so we can support, you know, our living situation and our kids. So, so that's what we was basically doing because they're getting new jobs. You know, e-bike moms is going to be a prison guard again, and e-bike e-bike woman's going to be a nurse again. So that's what they had before. No, they came. Well, listen. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh shoot, man. Listen, man, listen. I do like 20, like 30 minutes of push-ups, you know, push-ups and curls, you know, watching YouTube videos, and then, you know, I just walk around the yard or, you know, find something else to do that's labor related, like pull weeds around the house. Like I'll pull some weeds up, watch the kids ride e-bike, and I'm gonna do a live session too. And talking to y'all, the things that I do when I'm off camera, okay? Because most of y'all see on camera is I'm either riding an e-bike or I'm doing this, like battery building, you know what I mean? Or some type of configuration. Now, repairing batteries. Now, if you have a battery, if you have a know-how to repair your own battery, basically tell to, you know, I mean, and I'm really not different from anybody else, but a lot of y'all wants to know me as a friend. Some, you know what I mean, y'all really close. So I figured since y'all, you know, saying close, and I talk to y'all on a regular basis on live sessions and stuff, y'all should know my background. You know what I mean? Like some YouTubers, they tell you about, you know, their background and where they came from, stuff like that, you know, but they make it seem like they was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And it's not like that, you know what I'm saying? Because all of us is not born already knowing a trade, you know what I mean? So we have to learn. That's why we go to school. Cameron, what's going on? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. So got John doing the house. He just came in. That's what's up. But just telling you about, you know, backgrounds. And like I say, I wasn't born building batteries. I wasn't born building e-bikes. I didn't even know what the hell an e-bike was 4 years ago. You know, I was more into ATVs and dirt bikes and stuff, you know. So I was a motorcycle mechanic up in Globe, Arizona. That's where I was working at. And, you know, and I like doing that because I like more of a nature person. Like where my subscriber Country Boy tested, man, he stayed in the country, and his name speaks for itself, you know what I mean? And I like that, you know what I mean? So I like living in a rural area, but I want to be close. I don't want to have to drive a long ways just to get to a local gas station. You know, I want to have everything close nearby, you know what I mean? So if I need gas for the ATVs, for the car, if I need to get some food for the kids, I can do that. So we have a Walmart that's like 2 miles away, like maybe 2.5 miles away from where I stay at. But we stay on a place where there's deers at nighttime. So if we do night riding, we have to be careful where we're going because There are deers that'll just jump out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, running. You know, they trying to get away from us, but you know, yeah, man. Uh, so they act like they better than, and yo, and then and you know what, JR13. That's the reason why most of the times I don't mean watch everybody else's YouTubes. You know what I mean? Because that's really back by 3 years ago. It was more doing at your house. You know, what I'm saying, being proud of your work. But now everybody's buying e-bike from a company and just making it look cooler, or you know what I'm saying, think this, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like, you know, try to be yourself, you know what I mean, don't be like you got $1 million in your pocket, you know what I mean, because you know it turns people off, you know what I mean, it's like, man, I wish I can afford that. It makes people like myself like say, damn, I wish I can afford it. You know, with the start bars and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People buying these start bars, putting supermoto tires on them and trying to do speed runs or say this is the fastest thing in the world type deal. I don't mean clear my bike the fastest in the world no more. I just declare it's a fast e-bike. It's that's what it has that title to be named a fast e-bike. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say my bike is better than yours. You will never hear me say that. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm gonna say is keep it up, brother, and one day you will definitely get there. Because, like I say, when I was saying in my video that I uploaded yesterday, is that it's not cheap, definitely not cheap. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's right, Coco Bis. And you know, I mean, it took me a long time to get where I'm at right now, as far as my e-bike goes. You know what I'm saying? Even when I built my, you know, my 120 amp hour battery, I won't want it range. You know what I mean? I want it range, but I want to be different. Because like I was saying in my video I uploaded yesterday, you know, Molly cells is good, but it's overrated, bro. They all overrated, man, because everybody talks about it. Almost every high performance battery manufacturer mentioned Molly cell. Either the P42As, the P45Bs, the P50Bs, and now you're going to have the 6 amp hour variant coming out. And there's nothing wrong with monocell. That did that. Now, I will rather get a P45B rather than a P42A. Okay, just because less heat, less internal resistance on the P45Bs, and they can put out way more power than the P42As. Even though they both can do 45 amps discharge continuous, then that we talking about continuous. Realistically, they cannot do, well, maybe the P45B can, but the P42A cannot do 45 amps continuous. There is no way. You try to do a 10-piece setup, like say 450 amps. Even though I build a battery that will, if I do a P42As and you're running a 450 amp controller, I will have to build that damn battery to handle 600. Okay, 45 amps continuous. That is almost an 18P setup. Okay, it's not because of the nickel strips and the copper sandwich and all that stuff. It's just because of the cell itself. I believe, and that's my opinion, I believe has a higher return of resistance than the P45B. The tablet cells, on the other hand, can do a lot more, but they don't like to charge fast. I noticed. Okay. And when I was doing that run, so when I was doing the run, I was going to try to hold 90. I was going to hold 90 all the way down. So when I slowed down, I had to slow down for traffic. That one car, I was thinking about even passing the car, but the car got over and I passed it and I did up to about 92. And then I noticed when I was looking down, I noticed my GoPro was kind of standing up. So that's the reason I slowed down to adjust it. I tried to adjust it, but man, I was 76 miles an hour trying to adjust that camera. I'm like, fuck it, man. I said, well, I hope that it was good enough that y'all could at least see the road. I noticed the camera was standing up. I said, damn, let me adjust the camera quick. But if I didn't see the camera going, I could have just hold it all the way down. And then I started to go a little faster. Then I caught up with the UPS drivers. If you notice, when I was at the dirt road, there was a UPS driver, then a Chevy Silverado with a trailer, then another USP driver. Yeah, steering stick. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the steering stick while I was working. Because I was like, I was taking my hand off the handle. I was slowing down. I took my hand off the handlebar. I'm like, and I was trying to get it to aim. I'm like, no, what, man? I ain't, man. I don't forget about that camera, man. Let me get the hell on. No, it's tubes in the tires. I don't use no tubeless. I mean, the rims can't hold tubeless anyways. So it's a tube tire. I had problems with the front end. And it was like at 60 miles an hour, it started to do a high speed wobble. So I balanced the tire, man. It's been good ever since. Oh, yeah. Oh. Correct. So the more cells you put in parallel, you'll have more capacity and you have a discharge rate. So let's just say we're going to just take one of these cells right quick, for instance. So these are basically the basic cells. I'm probably going to be getting some EVE cells. These are 4.2 amp hour, same as the P42A. Now this is only 12 amps discharge rate. So the more of these bad boys you have in parallel, you're going to increase the amperage of your whole entire pack and your capacity. So if you get 20 of these bad boys in parallel, that's 90 amp hours. 4.2 times 20, you know what I'm saying? That's 90 amp hours. And about maybe 100 amps. More than that. You're looking at a 200 amp pack with 90 amp hours. And it's fairly cheap to make too. So there's not like a, you know, if I make a pack with these cells, you're looking around about maybe 1,700 to make a 200 amp battery with 90 amp hours. And we're talking about a copper nickel sandwich on these bad boys because, you know, it's right around 200 amps with the 200 amp BMS. So they'll put out more than 200. Let me give a take. Let me see. So let's see here. And that's good for a far driver 72 360 controller. That'd be a perfect match. I mean, you're looking at sustained speeds of 60 to 70 miles an hour easily and holding if you make a battery pack with these cells. Let's see here. So we're talking about 4.2 amp hours, which is that one. And then we're gonna times that by 20. Okay, my bad. That's 84 amp hours, not 95. Oh, the reason why I was talking about 90 amp hours because my battery downstairs is it's a P45B pack. My bad. So we're at 84 amp hours. Let me see. I don't know how to figure that out, but well, so 84 amp hours, and then let's just see the rate, the amp. So we're talking about so we're talking about 12 times 20, 240 amps. God, so all right, guys. So $1,700. It might be a lot for a lot of guys. It is a lot for me, but $1,700, I can build a 84 amp hour pack, 240 discharge. So it'll be a 200 amp BMS. So if you pair that pack to a far driver 72 360 or even a 450 controller, you're gonna have a decent pack. You know what I mean? Especially 84 amp hours with these cells right here. And like I say, that's cheap. You know what I mean? Maybe a little less. I have to figure it out, but I'm thinking around about 1,700. You know, saying with that. Let me get this battery out of here. Let me see. I had like a long stick. I might use my little light here I got from Dollar Tree. Just try to push it on out. Push most of it out right quick. It has some like felt tape on it, which is pretty decent. That keeps that battery in there without it shaking and moving all over the place, you know. Now we're gonna be using this. We're gonna chop this, most of this off, so that way we can insert this in the back of that Uhura. So we're gonna keep that. Then we're gonna take that back downstairs. Now we are going. So now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking Wow, George, yeez. Yeah, see, that's a serve right there, man. That's not going for the people, man. That's not realistically or financially possible for people that's, going from paycheck to paycheck. But but like I was saying, I mean, yeah, that my battery's 45, but a pack like that, man, if y'all into range more than speed, not necessarily need the best of the best cells. I mean, you can go just as good with these cells. Now, if I go with the EVE cells, which is 15 amps of discharge rate, which I'm going to be doing soon, if people want more capacity, I can end up doing 90 or even 100 amp hour pack with a 300 amp. We talking about 300 amps, maybe $2,000, a 300 amp pack, 90 amp hours. Now, where are you going to get that from? Where are you going to get something like that from? Samsung 30Ts are decent, yes. But Cocoa Business, they are expensive. You can't even get a Samsung 30T. These cells right here. Hold on. These cells right here. These are what's in your pack. Samsung 30T, 40 amp hours. Man, you can't get this no less than $4 a cell. You can get, I don't have the cells, all my cells downstairs, but you can get an EVE 50PL cheaper than you can get this. Okay. I don't know what the deal is with these Samsung 30Ts, but the only bad thing about it is this low capacity. Now, if this thing was a 4 amp hour like the 40T, or it's just a 4.2 like the P42A, this will be an all-around killer right here. This will be the best bang for your buck at such capacity and a discharge, because this is 35 amps discharge rate, which is better than the Samsung 50S or 50G cells. But this little burger, and it's not as heavy as I thought it was too. This is what they have. This battery pack have the EVE cells in it. Okay, yeah, and then like I say, Cocoa Business, we can upgrade that pack for more range, and we can go 21S on your pack, because even though it's a 72 volt controller, you can we can go up to a 21S on that pack, so it'll handle additional 88 amps. 88 volts. To your because that'll be 21S. I believe fully charged will be like 88 or something, like 88 volts, and that'll give you more top speed too, as a matter of fact. All right, so let's take some of this stuff off, and we're gonna get our trusted razor. We're gonna just go ahead and start cutting this open. Get our blue liner off. I wonder where to get the silicone. I have to figure that out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, appreciate it, JD. I knew something like that. So 88.2 volts on a 21S. We can make that for you, and it'll be more efficient than a 72 volt pack. Yeah. Oh man, the only way you have to probably take a deep dive in that and see. And another thing, guys, so dealing with batteries, it's not as bad as everybody say it is. When you have all these battery fires on the news and people getting their house burnt down, like I was telling Cocoa Biscuits, there's a reason, cause and effect. What caused the battery to go in thermal runaway? Okay, 76 volt battery. Okay, I might do that. I might just go ahead and go with 76 volts instead of 72. And the reason why that, man, all differentiate myself from other people. Like trying to be different. Don't want to be that same statistic, on YouTube with an e-bike. That's the reason I went 84 volts. You know what I mean? Because You know, powerful lifting got the 88 volt variants and they're 96 volts. Everybody's trying to run 96, which is good because you can get higher top speeds with that voltage. But the reason why I went from the 50 PLs is because, to be honest, nobody's not running 50 PLs as far as YouTube goes. Now, there's people order cells, you know, but it's not for just e-bikes. It's for other applications too. Just me being 6'7". Yeah. Hey, listen, my son is going to be taller than I am. When he's only 18, he's already 6'4". 18 feet. Oh yeah. 18 650s, man. Those are becoming old. Ooh, almost cut. Let me see. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter on this side because right now the discharge is off, so the key is off. So we're not using no discharge wires or anything like that, you know. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, man. So listen, I just realized yesterday I was talking when I stopped at that plaza and I said I dropped down 2 volts. I didn't drop down 2 volts. I left the house at 94 volts. And then when I got to rest, it was at 92.8. So that means I only lost a volt 0.2. So 1.2 volts I lost between running from that dirt road and into that little plaza. I was like, wow, cheated myself then. I mean, not cheated, but yeah, not cheated myself, but I downgraded myself. You know, they did a good job of wrapping this up. Really good job. I'm impressed of how well they actually got the this here fiberglass, I believe, board on the cells, and you can clearly see the nickel strips on the cells right here. We're going to be taking this, we're going to be chopping this up, and then we're going to put the cells. We got to move the BMS, and then we have to and move the cells on the top location. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. Yeah. Oh damn. So JR, you don't ride no e-bike no more? I mean I don't mean riding no ESC because I already know, man. I don't even know how to ride a freaking hoverboard, let alone trying to ride a damn EUC. I'm that. Yeah. I know, right? That is nuts. That is completely nuts. I'm probably not saving this. I'm gonna save this. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here because I might save this to the other battery. To do this battery right here. So that means no, I don't have to use heat shrink or anything like that. Okay. So we're gonna get this off right quick. Snap, what's up, Snap 7? What's going on, man? Glad to have you on the live session today, man. You know, we're just tearing down this battery right quick. We're gonna be reconfiguring this. Yeah, man. Oh. Yeah, man, it's like I was saying in my videos, man, we take risk every day, man, you know. Hey, Easy, what's going on? Oh, the parachute. No, I'm gonna get one though. It gotta slow me down, man. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, you hold on. Jacoy. Hold on, my son is playing Roblox. Give me 1 minute.
So if you can, get out alive.
What happened? Everything all right?
What?
What happened?
Nothing.
Who slammed what down? That's your Kalani?
No, I'm not saying nothing.
Oh. Oh, what was all that noise about? All right. I think, oh, Kalani, she's in school. All right. I gotta go talk to my son because that Roblox game, Roblox, boy, I'll take that damn game and throw it out the window. What happened now? Oh, what? So JR13 had answered the question to Charlie Lamp. So let me ask you something. Yeah, it's user 9 times out of 10, it's user error that have these e-bike fires and stuff. You know what I mean? So, and they want to blame either the manufacturer for, you know what I'm saying, for something like that that happens. Cause you know what I'm saying, like, I don't want to say nothing that's going to hurt nobody, you know, that's going to have another person think that I'm talking about them, because I'm pretty much not. But having the wrong charger, like, and when I say wrong charger, I mean wrong voltage charger hooked up to a battery, and that can happen if you have a lot of e-bikes on different voltage, and some of those battery chargers look alike, you know. Yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so like I was telling y'all guys, so I had built a battery. It's a 94 volt, 40 amp hour. Now I didn't put it together, I helped. And the guy put on his e-bike, rode it for about 10 months, and then his bike caught on fire and then blamed me for it. And I'm like, bro, I helped you do this. We was in this together. So you're gonna blame just me personally. That's another thing that just irks me. Like, so say like this is me. We're, you know what I'm saying, we're constructing the battery, you putting the welds and solder on. You're the owners aside me, you helping me. So you actually looking at me and holding stuff down for me and telling me like, okay, how about we do this? But then when we get done, I hand you the battery and you go home and rode this bike for a year, and then something happens, caught on fire, and you want to blame me for that. That doesn't even make any sense, to blame just me for the battery caught on fire. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. We got some sick puppies out there, man, they don't want to take the blame for their misconception or like their wrongdoing or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes too, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, yeah, man, JR13, man, we got people that trying to destroy my channel right now. Trolls, and it doesn't bother me now, but I'm saying there's, yeah, and I mean, for somebody to just blame me, and especially when I really had nothing to do, like when it came to my house, when I was living over there in that apartment, it came just like this, without the nickel strip, came constructed. Well, I don't have a battery that's all glued together, but it was constructed. All we had to do was put the nickel strips on, and then we had to put the discharge wire on. Wrapped it up in Tackle tape. The owner brought everything that I needed. He even brought a welder. He brought a glitter 801A welder that was incapable of even doing copper nickel. You couldn't do 0.2, and it would just come right off. Oh, what's going on, Randy? Yeah, man. So, you know, yeah, man. Damn me. Yeah, that's the battery, man. That video, that was the battery. Y'all saw his little finger with he had a ring on, doing holding this stuff down. That was the owner of that, you know, saying, of that battery. And y'all saw me on the other side with the solder, So I'm soldering the copper on the cells, you know, exactly what he wanted me to do. So it wasn't my plan to do that. The original plan was to nickel strip. That was the original plan was. So we didn't have heat shrink. We didn't have this. I know that. So we didn't have this on it. And we didn't have this on there. We didn't have this on there. There was none of this. It was none of this when it left my house. The only thing that we did, let me get the tape because I got it. So, oh, this is all we had. As y'all know, but it was a lot wider than this, but it wrapped the whole battery in this crap right here. Okay, yes, it's tough and everything, but you think this is going to hold that battery together? You think the metal, because the battery's in a metal case, so you think that this right here is going to stop the this battery from rubbing up against that metal? This is going to wear out. This is going to wear out. You're going to cause a short when your battery is touching that metal case. You're going to cause a short. You know, Aaron, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Tim. Too. This is meant to hold the battery together, not to be rubbing against the case. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you have a layer of this. So you have this, and then you wrap it in this. Okay. So there you have it. But anyways, it's a long time ago. But I just wanted to share with y'all what I thought would happen. So you know, 10 months of riding the bike, apparently it was doing good. Apparently it was doing good to blow a motor, because he sent me a picture of his 5,000 watt hub motor blowing up. Because he was riding the e-bike. Say he was only doing like 40 miles an hour, then the hub motor, you know, blew up and stuff like that. You know, that's what he did last time. See, so the reason why he came to me is because the battery that he brought from a quote unquote manufacturer, he was blaming them for the nickel strips was popping up. You know, Buck Fun, what's going on? Yeah, that's right, man. So we got this bad boy out. Let's turn it this way. Exactly. I don't see him no more. He was. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm going to one of these days. We're gonna be doing a topic on that. Probably do a live session or some sort of a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Charlie, yes, BMS do go out. As a matter of fact, I probably have 2 of them downstairs that needs a BMS, or 9 times out of 10 it could be the cell. So it could be the cell that's bad. The BMS is gonna, you know, see a low voltage in one of the parallel groups, and it's going to turn off your discharge and your charging. You know. Yeah, so if you bypass the now, the only thing about it when you bypass the BMS is that you won't know which group is balanced, you know, and that's the reason why I'm not going to be building batteries without some sort of a balancer in it. Not a BMS, because my battery doesn't have a BMS, but it does have a balancer, and with Bluetooth. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So difference from a Bluetooth is that you can see your cells in parallel, balanced group cells. I'm going to show you my battery, for instance. So we're going to go to inner key. Now they use these inner keys for off-grid systems, you know, for their house and stuff like that. But I'm using them for the e-bike game. You know, I'm using it. So we're going to scan it. So I'm going to turn the. I noticed that we had our brightness way up. You couldn't see it. So now you should be able to see it now. Let's see here. Might have to go real dark. Let me see. Trying to get it where y'all can just go like really dark. Let me see. Can y'all see that? Okay, so y'all can see that now. What? Let me see. What you saying? What? Where are the cells number 9 in my pack? Number 9 is going to be, it's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's going to be somewhere in the middle, Cocoa Biscuits. So we're going to scan. Make sure my Bluetooth on right quick. Oh, damn, Bluetooth's not even on. No reason. So let me stop. Okay, now I can scan. So all my names. Oh, shoot. I'm about to turn the light off, guys. Let me see if y'all can. Okay, let me turn the light off so y'all can see. Oh, it might make it a little. Let's see here. Okay, so y'all can see now. I tried, man. I'm almost at 0 brightness on my tablet. So if y'all can see, we got oh, damn it. It went off. Okay. So, all right. So as y'all can see, we got this is Alex battery. I got to fix that. Eli's, Jacoy's, Jay, Cody. And then here's my battery, 84 volt. So we're going to hit that. We're going to connect to that right quick. Okay. So y'all can see that. All right. So right now my cell, let's see, a difference is 134. That is a lot. So we have number 2. And once I charge it, now this at the average voltage at 3.9 volts. But once I charge it, that difference goes down. But you can see each parallel group with your yes, I did have afterbalance quit on me. Right now I got that my son's on. I'm gonna show you what's going on with his right now, okay? As soon as I do this. So I'm gonna turn on my active balancer right quick. I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, so now it's on. It says equalize run. So that number where it says different voltage, it's gonna start to go down. So what it's doing now is taking that number 2 cell high voltage, and it's gonna try to charge number 12. So it's gonna try to charge number 12 voltage, okay? So we're gonna have that run for about an hour so it can bring that down a little bit, okay? Because I was riding hard yesterday. So let's go back to Jay's. We're gonna go to Jay's. Now he got the 90. Yes, it's self-balancing the pack right now, all mine. So, but active balancer went out on me. Now it looks normal. We have a low voltage on cell 20 at 3.8, and we got a high voltage on cell 15 at 3.6. Now what's going on, once I start to do the active balance feature, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Let me see. So if you look right here, it says equalizing current. You see it's jumping from 0.1, 0.0 to 0.2. That's all it's doing. So that cell, that active balancer is no good. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, this is it's their own app. It's their own app right here. So it would never, it's trying to see, we need to bring up cell number 20, but it's failing to do that. And it's been doing it since God knows how long. So I do have to replace the active balancer and Jay's battery, which is, so let me go ahead and turn it up right quick. All right. So yeah, it's been jumping from place to place. We're going to go ahead and go back to mine's. Okay, that's 84 volt. 84 volt JP40. I got to fix that today. The cells will be here today for that one. So I'm going to fix that. So, but mine's is doing good. Right now, it already dropped. See that? You can't even see it, so damn bright. So let me see. I don't know if I can see. I'm down though. Okay. Let's see if y'all can see that now. Okay, y'all can see that now. Damn, the damn camera pick up so much light, don't make no sense. So this is, you see how the cell difference went down? It's at 0.28 now. So it's doing this at 10 amps, okay? So it's doing it at 10 amps. Holy crap, I had to turn this bitch off, the brightness. Holy crap, couldn't see a thing. All right, let's put this back up. I normally use that tablet to watch like YouTube videos, you know, that's relevant. But so anyway, so what we're gonna be doing is, you can see this half of this side of the battery. we're going to be taking it off. We're going to be relocating the BMS. We're going to just move that out of the way for right now. So let's see here. So positive. So this is positive. And our negative is right here. Okie dokie. And this one's made different. All right, give me a minute, guys. So this is negative. This is positive. All right. Okay. I wonder why it was made different from this one. Because oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's the BMS. So the BMS is coming right here. So negative is here. And then our positive is right here. Let me make sure I get that one right too. So I'm gonna check that out. Okay. Let me see. JJ, what's going on, man? Well, the reason why it looks thick because of the fact that, you know, it has this foam on top. So we're gonna be taking this foam off. Try to do this carefully right quick. Okay. It does have some adhesive on top too. And cause this is cell number 20, cell number 1. So, oh yeah. Cause I have to run it up here and then run the positive right there. Okay. All right. Here we go. So what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna chop it from right here. So we're gonna chop it from right here. So you see what it's cell at, right? This here cell, this on the negative side. We're gonna take all this off. Okay, and then we're gonna run it on top of this one. And then so what we're gonna do, we're gonna some negative to 20. Okay, and then and then we're gonna run another wire. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Might need to get up here first. Let's go ahead and chop this. Let's go ahead and cut this this here off. So we're gonna be get this tape off right quick. It is a little bit confusing, you know, when you first start to work on packs like this, because that's how I was doing it when I first had my LG pack from Unit Pack Power, and I was going to try to rebuild it, and I was like, what the hell? Like, where did these cells go? You know what I mean? And I never could figure it out. How to reconfigure it, you know what I mean? So I tell a lot of people when they first do this, you know, you want to start to really learn easy the series and parallel connections. You got to start off like in an easy configuration as possible, like a square or a rectangle. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to try to do your first triangle pack the first day, because you're definitely going to be running into confusement right there, trying to figure out, okay, well, I did this right, then what else on the other side, you know what I mean? So right now we're going to go ahead and chop this up right quick. So we don't need, the BMS is good on this side. So we're going to mark it right quick. Best thing to do is mark your pack. So I already know, like, this is number 1 at the top because our negative wire. So this is, so every negative on each pack starts, especially the BMS, it's going to start at, you know, like 1. But this is not number 1. Number 1 is on the positive side. So this is 2. So this is even right here. So we have a 2. Okay. And it's going to go down. Looks like it's going to go down like that. Let me see. So it does. Okay. Okay, so these two wires go right down here. So this has got to be number 2. 2, 4. So this is 2. Oh no, this is even. I mean odd. No, my bad. Oh, hold on. So negative. So 1, 2. Okay. So this is 2, 3, 4. I'm confused. So if y'all hold on. So we got negative goes in here. Okay. So this is 1. We've got 2. This is 3. This is 4. What the fuck? What in the world? Let me see something. This is 21,700. But if y'all looking, if I'm mistakenly, unless there's a crossover somewhere. Okay. Just give me one moment. So it's a crossover here. That's got to be positive. But it doesn't look like a. Let me just get this off right quick, cause I am like, what the hell? There's some magic stuff going on over here. Oh boy, I like it though, cause of the fact that it gives me, yeah, this is definitely positive. Okay, all right. That's let me show y'all right quick. So we already know. You got to be a hidden wire, bro. So this is positive. We already know that's positive. So that's cell number 13. Okay. So we already know this positive. So we're going to mark that 13 right quick. Okay. So we know that's positive. Now there is a wire that's crossing over. And that could be, okay, so that's the crossover wire. It had me confused like a mug. Okay, all right. That's what that is. So that's a crossover wire. So it's crossing. So this is what it's doing now. This is what it's doing. So this here is our negative. This is our positive. So it starts from here and then it crosses down into here. Okay. So that's what was going on right there. That's crazy. So, oh man. Okay. So we got our negative and it's going into number 1. Okay. Cause that's our first cell. So actually 2 is here and then it crosses over. This is okay. So this is our negative, my bad. So negative goes here and then it goes there. Got it. Okay. Whew, that was really confusing because I was trying to figure out what the hell. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8. 8. Up here is 10, 12. And then here's our positive right here. So oh man. Yeah, that could. Yeah. Well, oh shoot. Country boy, let me switch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had to, did you get my I had accepted a friend request too on your Facebook. So I was trying to see if you got it yet. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get this. So we got our negative. We're gonna be moving that. I forget. Yeah, that is right. Okay, so I did that right on that battery. So we're gonna go ahead and start chopping these up. Okay. And they did really tightly. They tightly with these nickel strips. It's really tightly in. But I want to get this off without damaging the nickel strips on the parallel group on the negative side, because we're going to be using these 3 cells and we're going to be putting them on top. So I just want to get, and then what we're going to do once I get these cells out of the cell holders, I'm gonna weld them up and as a unit. My name have to, yes, I have to do that because I had to get the cells out. Okay, so get you some good flesh cutters right here. These are real good for like peeling up nickel strips and stuff like that too, you know. Try to do it real careful so you can get it all up at one swoop. Sometimes you won't get it, sometimes you will, but and you gotta be real careful not to cross over to the other parallel side because you can cause a short. So we're gonna peel that back, and then we have to cut these tabs off that hold the cells in their place. So you want to go ahead and cut those up, and I'm gonna show you these little, in the cell holders, little plastic little pieces that hold the cells in place, and you want to cut those up. And then once you do that, then the cell holders, the cells will pop out. They actually will pop out and everything, guys. Normally, this is what I'll be doing off camera. I'll just be, you know, doing stuff like this, you know. But I figured, I said, well, y'all might want to, you know, watch, and, you know, if y'all ain't got nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, I understand that, you know. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, unless they're glued. Now, it did work on a powerful lithium battery. They use cell holders and they use glue as well. Same glue I use too for my batteries. And they was in there. They was in there. So once I get this off, then we can keep going. Let's keep going a little bit. It's Thursday. Holy crap, man, we're an hour in this damn thing. Jesus. I didn't even know who was in the hour in this thing. So we got lead Mike. What's going on? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining in on the live session. What we're doing is we're just configuring this 48 volt, 30 amp hour pack. Now I was telling everybody, so this pack has EVE cells in it. I don't know what type they are, but I do know they 5 amp hours. And it is a very good cell for like a low power application. Cause I was telling this in my other video that everybody don't need to be going fast. I mean, you can if you want to, but you know, but I know there's a lot of people that rather have range over speed. But however, though, depends on what kind of cell you use. You can have the best of both worlds, speed and range, as my 120 amp hour pack. Okay, so we got these out. Now this is let me see. So we got, so this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is 9. So basically we're doing 1 and 3. So we're gonna be configure 1, 2, 3. Okay, just these 3. So we're gonna run a new negative on the top. So we're not gonna be messing with the back of this pack. We're gonna be focusing on the front of this pack right here. So we're just gonna be making it taller but shorter stance, you know what I mean? So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna try to get these nickel strips up off cells number 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to clean them up a little bit better with some my little grinder down there, die grinder or Dremel. A lot of people know it by Dremel, but it's a little handheld grinder. You're going to get those up. So we're, like I was saying, we are configuring this pack. So we're turning, you see how long this pack is? Damn it, I just cut myself. Damn. Okay, so I just cut myself on some nickel strip. Jesus. All the way down my thumb. So anyway, so we're going to be converting this, how long this, into something like this. Okay, same battery. And damn, I just cut myself bad right there, man. So I got to go get I got blood on the battery and everything. Oh. So that's what happens, man, when you're working, you know, with sharp objects like cutters, nickel strip, you know, got to be careful. See, I was a little bit not careful enough, knowing that I had nickel strips poking out, and I get a freaking almost a 1/2 inch gash on my thumb. Oh yeah. So I got to be careful doing this. No matter how small of a battery pack you're working with. But I need a Band-Aid because this thing's gonna just bleed like crazy. Let me see. Okay, yeah, the gym, that's what's up, man. I know you gotta be big as hell. I was putting a little blood into my work. Okay, Eric. Yeah, man. Damn. That joint is deep. It don't hurt, but it's just the bleeding I'm trying to get to stop, you know what I mean? But that's what we're doing. So we're gonna have 2 identical packs looking like the one that I just put down. And we're going to take these cells and put them, you know, in a different configuration. But anyway, so I was wondering, it's getting cold down here in Florida a little bit. So we dipping down in the 60s today. I know y'all up north wish y'all can have that type of weather though. But well, me and the e-bike kid, Jacoy, was going to ride to school this morning on the e-bikes. That's what we're going to do. But his mom decided to let him stay home because of half a day of school today. And, you know, I'm looking for okay, that's what I'm looking for. I just trying to get this to stop. I know we got Jacoy, come here for a minute. Get my son in here, see if we can find me a Band-Aid. Probably not. Let's see if one in that drawer. Cause this thing's gonna bleed. It'll stop, but man, it'll bleed like crazy, man. Almost kind of like I got low blood cells or low. I don't clog as fast as most people do. But damn, I might have to stop for right now. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm about to stop. Anyway, so guys, let's continue this for another time. You know, a lot of people was watching everything. I know, right? Yeah, but I gotta get that you know, so I gotta get it bandaged up, man, before I start working on this battery again right quick, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up right quick. And I got it, man, I'm in my pajamas and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and everything before I go back and doing some live sessions and everything. I'll probably do a live session with the family maybe later on the day. Just, you know, just shooting shit, talking, you know what I mean? About e-bikes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like plans on their e-bikes, stuff like that. We might need to do that, you know what I mean? That's what I want to do. But yeah, man, shoot. Just hurt myself just right there, man. But it's all good, man. That's it comes with the territory, guys, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, so let me get myself cleaned up, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Damn.